Buying a home has always been one of the biggest financial challenges. For most people, the hardest part isn't paying the mortgage, it's saving up that massive deposit. But the good news is, new fintech apps are changing the game. Today I'll share some of the most innovative apps and platforms, starting with Australia and New Zealand, that make home ownership possible with a much smaller deposit. Let's begin with Coposit. This app is like the Afterpay for property. Instead of paying the full 10% deposit up front when you sign a contract, you can secure a property with as little as $10,000. The rest of the deposit is spread out into weekly interest-free payments, which they call Coposits. This works especially well with off-the-plan apartments and townhouses where construction takes a few years. By the time the property is built, your deposit is fully paid, without needing to come up with a big lump sum at once. Coposit is supported by major banks and developers, which makes it a serious option for first home buyers. Another app worth knowing is Own Home. Instead of a deposit, Own Home helps buyers by covering the upfront cost and then letting you repay them gradually while you live in the property. Think of it as a rent-to-own model, but modernized for today's housing market. It's designed for people with strong incomes but without huge savings. The idea is to get you into a home faster, so you're paying towards ownership instead of renting indefinitely. Next, there's Frontier. This app takes a slightly different approach. Frontier helps you boost your deposit by contributing extra funds, usually in exchange for a share of the property's future growth. In simple terms, they partner with you to get your deposit to a level that banks are happy with. This way, you can avoid paying expensive lenders' mortgage insurance and get approved for a mortgage sooner. Now let's look at New Zealand. YouOwn is a shared ownership program designed to help first home buyers who can only afford a 5% deposit. Through the YouOwn platform, a partner investor contributes up to 15% of the deposit, and you work toward buying out their share over time. It's not a loan and it's not rent, it's co-ownership, structured to eventually put 100% of the property into your name. Another Kiwi innovation is Squirrel's Launchpad. This app helps buyers who have the income to handle a mortgage, but not the savings for a big deposit. With Launchpad, you can get into a home with just 5% down, sometimes even using KiwiSaver. The platform sets up 2 loans, one for the majority of the home and a smaller one to top up the deposit. Over time, as you build equity, you can refinance and simplify into one standard mortgage. So whether you're in Australia or New Zealand, these apps are breaking down the biggest barrier to home ownership, the deposit. Coposit lets you pay in installments. Own Home and Frontier help you get in with little or no deposit up front. YouOwn and Squirrel Launchpad create shared or dual loan options so you can buy with as little as 5%.